So are you looking to buy a house in Kitchener, Ontario? Well, if you are someone looking to buy a house in Kitchener, Ontario and always wondering that if it's the right city for you or not, in this video I'm going to break down everything about living in Kitchener, Ontario. That means the pros, the cons, in such a way that's going to actually matter to you. So if you stick till end of the video, you'll find for yourself if Kitchener, Ontario is still your dream city or you should kind of keep looking. Alright, so let's dive into the video.
My name is Akash Basi.
Oh, by the way, my name is Akash Basi. I'm a realtor, and if you're someone looking to know absolutely everything there is about living in Kitchener, Ontario, please subscribe to the channel below and hit that bell icon for notifications. So each time you can be the first one to learn more about current real estate market in Kitchener, Ontario. We got texts and calls from people just like you, and we genuinely love it. So if you're moving in 9 days or 90 days or 6 months, it doesn't matter. Just give us a call, send us a text message, or send us an email. We'll be more than happy to connect with you and be more than happy to help you make that smooth move. So pro number one is affordability. So as you already know that if you live inside Toronto or in the GTA areas closer to Toronto, that means the houses prices are way expensive. The farther you go away from Toronto, the houses prices become more and more and more affordable. And Kitchener, Ontario in such a sweet spot, it's like hour and a half drive from Toronto, which is not too bad, right? And it depends on traffic, but like it's still such a sweet spot that it's not that far if you want to drive there, but it's also far enough in terms of real estate prices. So the average house price in Kitchener, Ontario is way far affordable than average home price in Toronto. Now what that means for you is you got bigger house for the same amount of money. So bigger house for the same money. That means you got bigger backyards, bigger front yards, bigger house as a whole in square feet terms. And for renters, you can save hundreds of dollars every year if you rent in Kitchener, Ontario compared to Toronto, because since the homes are more affordable here, the landlords have lesser mortgage, so the rents are less as well. That makes sense? So if you're tired of overpriced listings, houses, condos in Toronto, the Kitchener might be the breath of fresh air for you folks. Pro number two is geolocation. So Kitchener, Ontario is such a gem. In my personal opinion, feels like it's at a blessed location because it's like an hour and a half, 30 minutes distance from all the big towns and cities around Kitchener, Ontario. So just to name a few, like I said earlier, Toronto, the biggest city of Ontario, is about hour and a half drive depends on traffic, and then the next biggest tourist location is Niagara Falls, right? It's hour and a half from Kitchener as well. And then Guelph, Ontario is 30 minutes, Woodstock is 30 minutes, Brantford is 30 minutes, Paris is 20 minutes, Ayer's like 20 minutes, 15 minutes I would say, New Hamburg's 10-15 minutes, Cambridge, Ontario is 10 minutes, Waterloo, Ontario is 10 minutes. Just to name a few, and there are more cities as well. Like London is about hour and a half as well. So Kitchener, Ontario will give you access to all these big network of areas and cities and towns. If you work anywhere in these cities, you can commute as well, no problem, and you can have the access of affordable houses. Pro number three is booming job market. So Kitchener, Ontario has evolved from being a quiet city into Canada's fastest growing tech hubs. So for example, a company like Google has its office in downtown Kitchener. And we have numerous startups in Kitchener, Ontario, which helps in creating thousands of jobs in the areas, for example, technology, IT, healthcare, manufacturing, etc. And work from home becoming new norm, more people are moving into Kitchener, Ontario without sacrificing their career opportunities. Pro number four is less traffic and relaxed lifestyle. Well, you heard it right. There's very less traffic in Kitchener, Ontario. In my personal example, when I go to Toronto many times, I feel like I'm stuck in the pool of cars, not moving at all. And half an hour distance with traffic becomes 2 hour distance, right? In Kitchener, Ontario, you will actually enjoy your ride every morning when you commute to work. You can have a cup of coffee, you can listen to your music, enjoy your driving with less traffic and commute to your office. No bumper to bumper, and even you can go across the city in 20 minutes or less. And what about parking? Well, good news for you, parking actually exists in Kitchener, Ontario. There's lots of free parkings, and if somewhere you have to pay for a parking, you don't have to pay an arm and a leg. It's super inexpensive, super affordable. Pro number 5 is great for families. So if you are someone having kids, the Kitchener, Ontario is the best place to raise them. We have tons of top rated schools in Kitchener, Ontario. We have neighbor-friendly neighborhoods here. We have tons and tons of parks here and less traffic, like I mentioned earlier, on the streets as well, making it overall a great place for young families. Not to forget, we have Benjamin's Water Park, great for kids, for families to shop. We have Fairview Park Mall here in Kitchener, Ontario. Also for groceries and everything, we have so many chains here. For example, Walmart's here, Superstore here, Sobeys, Freshco, Food Basics, etc., etc. Everything is available in Kitchener, Ontario as well. And if you're someone who likes walking, we have tons of trails here that's good for biking and hiking. Pro number 6 is close to nature. So if you're like an outdoor person, Kitchener, Ontario won't disappoint you. For example, we have rivers here, for example, Grand River for kayak. We have conservation areas. We have so many trails here. We have Victoria Park in downtown Kitchener. We have Huron Conservation Area that have so many trails in there. It will take hours to finish it. Right? Every time you go there, it's a surprise. And we have trails around Grand River. For example, Pioneer at Homer Watson Plaza. You have tons and tons of trails there. We have golf courses back there as well. So if you're looking for outdoors, like I said earlier, biking and hiking, the nature is never too far in Kitchener, Ontario. Since we talk about the fun and the good stuff, all about pros in Kitchener, Ontario, now let's talk about some drawbacks. Let's talk about some cons. Con number 1 is public transit. Yes, I know we have amazing iron LRT in downtown Kitchener. And yes, I know we have amazing city bus services here as well in Kitchener, Ontario, but that's always a work in progress. Because if you compare with Toronto, Ontario, the public transit there is next level. But if you compare that with Kitchener, Ontario, the public transit here is slow and limited. So if you're someone who's going to rely heavily on public transit, I would say before making a plan to buy a house in Kitchener, Ontario, think twice, because there are still some areas in Kitchener, Ontario that are not accessible without a car, right? And traveling might be frustrating sometimes. Con number 2 is harsh winters. So if you're someone moving from a warmer areas here, or from the climate which is more rainy than snow, then I would say prepare yourself, because Kitchener, Ontario has brutal and harsh winters. We have lots of snow, we have icy roads, we have freezing temperatures here. And if you are having a house without a garage here, that means good luck with your 15 minutes of scraping ice every morning from your windshield. Con number 3 is rising cost of living. Well, Kitchener is still cheaper than Toronto, but it's not as cheap as it used to be 10 years before. Housing prices are going higher, rents are increasing, and what about groceries? Wait till you get to the checkout. You will feel the pain of higher grocery prices as well. Well, I mean, the secret's out about Kitchener. It's such a beautiful city. Everyone wants to get in here. Hence, the living standards and cost of living is getting higher day by day. Con number 4 is some areas are having a bit of higher crime rates. So like any city, Kitchener, Ontario also has some sketchy areas. For example, downtown has been improving, but there are still some areas where there are small petty thefts, or for example, some break-ins or homelessness. So if you're moving to Kitchener, Ontario, please research the neighborhoods and the areas where you're looking to buy a house carefully. Con number 5 is limited nightlife and entertainment. Well, if you're used to big cities nightlife, then Kitchener might feel a little quiet to you. I mean, we have bars, we have nightclubs, we have restaurants, we have discos, we have parties, events, everything here as well, but not as comparable to Toronto's nightlife. That is something next level. Well, if you love clubbing, events, concerts, or eating out late, then you might feel the nightlife here in Kitchener, Ontario a bit underwhelming. So these are the pros and cons of living in Kitchener, Ontario. So is Kitchener, Ontario a city for you? Well, if you want job opportunities, you want relaxed lifestyle, you want affordable housing, then Kitchener, Ontario is amazing. Well, on the other side, if you rely on public transit or need a buzzing nightlife or cannot handle a harsh, snowy winter, then you might need to think twice. So let me know in the comments if you're gonna move to Kitchener, Ontario, or if you already live here, what do you love and what do you hate about Kitchener, Ontario? And of course, like I said earlier, if you're thinking to make a move in Kitchener, Ontario, please give us a call or please send us a text message or send us an email. All the information of contact details are in the description section and we're more than happy to help you make that smooth move.